We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.
The following is a presentation of the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Pitch. Mosby puts a charge into it. Right center field at the wall, looking up. Goodbye. And that's a two-run dong for Ryan Mosby.
Hi, this is Jason Benetti, play-by-play announcer for ESPN Regional Television. And you're listening to B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Ball is hit well right up the middle. A diving stop. Able to keep it from going into the outfield, but not able to pop up and make the play.
This is Matt Andrews, voice of the Louisville Bats, and you're listening to B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
It's a ground ball. Whitlock has it. He's going to flip to Guerra, touch the base. And that is it, folks. I didn't mention it, but Xavier Guerra has just pitched his first, I'm sure it's his first collegiate no-hitter. In the air, it's going to be in shallow right field. Another play for Williams.
There we go. Drew Beckman comes up big. Line drive single right up the middle to score Whitlock.
Now to Tim Ryan on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to BBSN, the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. BBSN is your live local link to Louisville area high school athletics, streamed via the internet. Hello, everyone. My name's Tim Bryan. I will be bringing you all of today's action. Our game tonight is coming to you live from Mueller Field on the campus of St. Xavier High School. Today's game features the visiting Centurions of Christian Academy of Louisville and the home team, St. Xavier Tigers. Christian Academy of Louisville, they are 10-16, 2-4 in region play, 1-2 in the district. To sum up the season for the Centurions, the word that comes to mind is unfortunate. Christian Academy has lost 9 of their last 12 games, which sounds like the team has been playing pretty poorly. However, looking at the results, you might say, unfortunate. During this 3-9 stretch, Cal's played some really good teams, and they played some really good teams really close. 6 of the 9 losses have been a single-digit loss. These losses include contests with Male 2-1, Collins 3-2, Ballard 3-2, Bullitt East 3-2 in 9 innings, Trinity 3-2 in 9 innings, and Holy Cross by that same score of 3-2. The Centurions are a young group and have only 7 upperclassmen on the roster, 5 seniors and 2 juniors. Tim Brown is the head coach for Christian Academy. Coach Brown took over the reins in 2009. For the home team, St. Xavier Tigers, they're 24-10, 5-1 in the region, 1-0 in district play. Tonight is senior night and the final home game of the season for the Tigers and the final regular season game as well. St. Xavier is 4-1 through their last 5 with wins over DeSales 9-6, a game you saw here on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Collins 5-4, PRP 6-1, another game that we broadcasted here on BBSN. And Brentwood Academy, a team out of Tennessee, 8-3. The one loss was to the Purples of Bowling Green by a score of 7-6. In the most recent matchup with Brentwood, the Tigers were led offensively by Stephen Mitchell and Tanner Brown. Mitchell was 2 for 3 at the plate with a double and 2 RBIs. Brown 1 for 3 with a single and 2 RBIs. Sam Hedges finished his night 1 for 2 with an RBI. And Bryce Elmore was 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Chris Usselman got the W for the Tigers, scattering 2 hits through 5 innings while earning 1 strikeout and giving up just 1 walk. Andrew Littlefield pitched the final 2 innings, giving up just 1 hit and getting the save. Tigers are led by head coach Andy Porta. Under Coach Porta's St. Xavier has won 2 of the last 3 state championships, 2014 and then last year in 2016. Some recent meetings: last year it was St. X 8, Cal 5. In 2015 it was St. X 4, Cal 1. Then they met in the regional, and that game was decided by just a run. It was St. X 4, Cal 3. And in 2019 it was Cal 9 and St. X 3. Over the last 7 seasons, the Tigers lead the series 5 games to 2. I'm going to go ahead and give you these starting lineups. It is senior night, so I'm going to try to get through this so I'm not talking over the public address announcer here at St. Xavier. Leading off playing center field for the Centurions is Casey Brown. At second base, batting second, number 14, Aaron Blake. At shortstop, number 9, Jacob Dupes. Playing first base, batting cleanup, Luke Price. In right field, batting fifth, Lucas Felty. At third base, batting sixth, Robert Lehman. In left field, batting seventh is Hilton Ballman. In center field, batting eighth, and I'm going to struggle with this name all night long. It's Matt DeRittiger, I believe, and the designated hitter batting ninth, number 21, Trey Sutherland. Pitching is Johnny Allen. So just to recap, it's Brown, Blake, Dupes, Price, Felty, Lehman, Bauman, DeRittiger, and Sutherland. And for the home team, St. Xavier Tigers, leading off playing left field is Sam Hedges. Batting second, playing right field, number 9, Tanner Brown. The designated hitter, number 5, Cam Sheeler. At shortstop, batting cleanup, number 6, Chris Esselman. At third base, number 1, Ryan Davis. In center field, number 15, Stephen Mitchell. Catching tonight for the Tigers, number 14, Chase Patton. At second base, batting eighth, number 21, Zeke Porta. And at first base, batting ninth, is number 8, Chase Collins. Pitching is Sam Mudd. So just to recap, Hedges, Brown, Sheeler, Esselman, Davis, Mitchell, Patton, Porta, and Collins. And I'm going to turn it over to the public address announcer here at St. Xavier, Dan Simon.
And celebrate the Tiger Baseball Program's class of 2017. Please welcome Jack Piernesser and his parents, Jim and Joy. Tanner Brown and his parents, Terry and Tab. Chase Collins and his parents, Jim and Cheryl. Ryan Davis and his parents, Greg and Candy. Chris Esselman and his parents, Stephen and Sandy. Sam Hedges and his parents, Dean and Susie. Connor Holden and his parents, Jack and Sue. Matthew Ogden and his parents, Doug and Ann. Stephen Mitchell and his parents, Don and Mary. Sam Mudd and his parents, Sean and Julie and his grandmother. Zeke Porta and his parents, Andy and Cheryl and brother Sam. And Sam Wilson and his parents, Doug and Madonna. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 St. X Seniors.
All right, once again, it is senior night here at Mueller Field at St. Xavier High School. It is the visiting Centurions of Christian Academy and the home team, St. Xavier Tigers. Christian Academy is 10-16. St. Xavier is 24-10. We're going to take a quick break. Things are going to get started here, I would say probably in the next 10 minutes. They'll have to have a meeting at home plate between the coaches and the umpires, and then we'll be ready for first pitch. This is Tim Bryan with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Circle K is known around the world for offering busy consumers a wide variety of quality products and services in a fast, friendly, and clean environment. For more than 50 years, Circle K has been one of North America's most popular and successful operators of convenience stores. Today, there are more than 3,300 Circle K stores across the U.S. and 35 here locally. Your neighborhood Circle K features an award-winning brand of premium Circle K coffee and Polar Pops. Circle K, fast, friendly service.
Framing Express, framing your awards, certificates, jerseys, and sports memorabilia. 5 locations in the Louisville area: 9810 Shelbyville Road, 1 block east of Hurstbourne Lane; 3910 Bardstown Road in Mutual; 291 North Hubbards Lane in the Woodlawn Shopping Center; 1741 Bardstown Road in the Highlands; and 2230 Holiday Manor in the Holiday Manor Shopping Center. For all your framing needs, framing what matters since 1973. Framing Express.
LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented, athlete-customized, high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments, that dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com.
Saucerita serves up all your fresh Mexican favorites: burritos, nachos, tacos, salads, and Mexican pizzas. Located in St. Matthews on North Hubbards Lane, right behind the McDonald's in the Woodlawn Center. Sauceritas offers a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience. Stop by today and try one of their 3 signature saucy burritos: quesarito, rancherito, or tamarito. Sauceritas offers catering, so keep them in mind for your upcoming graduation, anniversary, or for any special event. Their catering hotline is 356-9468. That's Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. The largest physicians practice in Louisville, the University of Louisville Physicians announces the opening of new U of L Physicians geriatric practice, devoted entirely to the special needs of people 65 and over. A comprehensive approach to geriatrics that integrates caring for the medical, social, and mental health of older adults. It's the kind of care you'll find nowhere else in Kentuckyana. Located at the corner of Chestnut and Preston, offering convenient drop-off and wheelchair transports. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 852-7449 or visit uoflphysicians.com. The LaborWorks customer list includes some of the biggest names in the business, from small and mid-sized businesses to Fortune 500 companies. LaborWorks can provide you with the labor you need. Although they specialize in industrial temporary labor, they service a broad spectrum of industries. In Louisville at 3206 Preston Highway, next to the fairgrounds, call 502-636-3444 or online at www.laborworksusa.com. LaborWorks, quality industrial temporaries.
National anthem tonight. So, gentlemen, play ball.
All right, as you heard, there is a lacrosse game going on tonight, so there will be no national anthem. While I have a few minutes, I'd just like to talk a little bit about our website, LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com. Make sure you stop by there. We chronicle the 6th, 7th, and 8th regions. We have a page for each one of the teams. We have a live scoreboard. We have the True Rank Top 25, which comes out every Monday. And unfortunately, I had to come here right from work today, so I haven't had an opportunity to post that yet, but I will be doing that later on this evening. And I need to thank our sponsors. If it wasn't for these folks, I wouldn't be able to bring you these broadcasts. LDG Development, Sauceritas, UPFC, that's Usselton Painting and Fabrication Company, Livesportscaster.com, and LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com. The lineup for the Tigers looks like this from third to first. It's Ryan Davis, Chris Usselman, Zeke Porta, Chase Collins. The outfield left to right, Sam Hedges, Stephen Mitchell, and Tanner Brown. The battery is Sam Mudd and Chase Patton. Sam is 2-1 on the season, 19 innings pitched under his belt, 10 strikeouts, 6 walks, has a 1.11 ERA, has allowed 7 runs. However, only 3 of those 7 runs have been earned. Starting off for Christian Academy, it'll be Casey Brown, followed by Aaron Blake and Jacob Dupes. Christian Academy 10-16, 2-4 in region play, 1-2 in district play. St. Xavier 24-10, 5-1 in region play, 1-0 in district play.
Number 4, Casey Brown.
Wow. One pitch right back at Sam Mudd. A nice little bit of glove work there. The first pitch was at 7:25. Obviously a strike, a dart right back to Sam Mudd for out number 1. It's going to bring up second baseman Aaron Blake. And if you listen to my pregame, it's a tale of 2 entirely different lineups. It's a 2-hopper to the shortstop, Esselman. He fires across the diamond 6-3. That's out number 2. It's a senior-laden lineup for the Tigers tonight. Only 2 players that are not seniors. Designated hitter Cam Sheeler is a sophomore, and catcher Chase Patton is a junior. Everyone else is a senior. And for Christian Academy, they have 2 seniors and a junior, and the rest are freshmen and sophomore. This is the shortstop, Jacob Dupes. Nice curveball. Quickly ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. This is the last home game and regular season game for the Tigers. They're only allowed to play 35 in the regular season. At 24-10, this is the final game and senior night. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That is a little flare into center field, but right there at the ready is Stephen Mitchell. A 1-2-3 top of the first inning for the Tigers. No runs, no hits, no error, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After a half inning of play, we have no score. When we come back, it'll be Sam Hedges, Tanner Brown, and Cam Sheeler. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball, and you're watching the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
LD
LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
All right, welcome back. If you're joining us late, it was a 1-2-3 top of the first inning. Casey Brown lined back to Sam Mudd. Aaron Blake grounded out to Chris Usselman, and Jacob Dupes lined out to Stephen Mitchell. The Centurions defense looks like this. From third to first, Robert Lehman, Jacob Dupes, Aaron Blake, Luke Price. The outfield left to right, Hilton Ballman, Matt DeRittiger, Lucas Felty. In the battery is Johnny Allen and Casey Brown.
In left for your Saints Tigers, the left fielder, number 12, Sam Hedges.
Senior left fielder Sam Hedges stepping in for the Tigers. Hedges with a .305 batting average, has 5 doubles, 3 triples. Has struck out only 6 times, has 16 walks. He's been plunked 3 times. 11 RBIs. First pitch from Allen. The lefty dots the fastball off the outer half of the plate, strike 1. Up and out of the zone. Knotted up at 1. In the air, left center field, drifting back is DeRittiger. And that's 1 up and 1 down for the Tigers. It'll bring up the right fielder, number 9, Tanner Brown.
Right fielder, number 9, Tanner Brown.
Tanner batting .333. The majority of his hits singles, has 2 walks, 2 doubles, 2 triples, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's been hit once. Breaking pitch doesn't break much, stays high and inside. Count even at 1-1. First inning action is brought to us by LDG Development. LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that service the moderate income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor, that's Valley Station. Overlook Terrace Apartments off New Cut Road. Whispering Woods Apartments, that's in the Cane Run Road area. You can check them out online at ldgdevelopment.com.
Mainstay by DP.
And Allen plunks Brown. That's only the second time this season that he's reached on an HBP. Designated hitter Cam Sheeler is your batter. Sheeler batting .349. Brown with a nice lead. The last time I was here was just a few nights ago as the Tigers took on the Panthers of PRP, and I don't know what the final total of stolen bases were. I believe it was probably close to 5 or 6, and it was against a left-handed pitcher in the early innings. Ball 2. The Tigers lead. Well, let's just say they're at the top of the heap as far as state titles go. They've won in 1942, 45, 49, 51. And then the year that I graduated from high school, 1981, my old St. Stephen Martyr classmate, Tony Burke, was on the St. Xavier State Championship team in 81. And then, as I mentioned in the pregame, they won in 2014 and 2016. Those are under the tutelage of Andy Porta. 3-1. If you're wondering who's close, well, Owensboro has 6. DuPont Manual has 6. It's been quite a while since Manual has won a state championship. And PRP has 5. Runner goes. A little hit and run, and that is a ton foul. Sheeler all over that pitch. PRP, they won their first championship in 94, and then they three-peated. They won in 94, 95, 96, and then they won in 08. Their last championship was in 2013. I was actually there. Kyle Olagus, that is now playing for Spalding University, pitched that game and won a tight ball game. I believe it was 3-2, 3-1, something like that, over Mercer County. The full count inside. Oh no, he's going to get rung up. The first strikeout.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6, Chris Esselman.
That's the second out in the bottom of the first inning. It's going to bring up senior shortstop Chris Esselman. Esselman, the RBI leader on the team with 25. That pitch gets away, and Brown will move into that is a pass ball, and Brown is going to get into second base. Esselman has 3 doubles, 2 triples. He's been hit by a pitch once. Two and 0 was the count. Allen with the pitch. That's a tough pitch to hit in a lefty matchup. That pitch that starts out at the batter's shoulder, and then it just swoops across the plate. 2-1. And that pitch up around his neck, and he could not lay off. Count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Comes back with that same pitch, but this one was a little bit lower and a little bit more outside. Full count. Runner goes, and that ball is hit right up the middle, and a nice piece of hit and run. And that's going to be an RBI single for Esselman. That plates the first Tiger run in Tanner Brown, and the Tigers take an early 1-0 lead. Third baseman senior Ryan Davis is the batter. Davis steps in at a .284 clip, has 17 strikeouts, 12 walks. Runner goes, and they throw, well, the catcher throws through from his knees, and it's not going to be in time. Stolen base for Chris Esselman. The 1-0 fisted. Drifting back as Luke Price, and he catches it on the transition there between the infield and the outfield. That's going to be a pop-up to 3 for out number 3. Half inning totals, 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base after 1 complete inning of play. It's the Tigers 1 and the Centurions of Christian Academy, nothing. When we come back, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. That'll be Luke Price, Lucas Felty, and Robert Lehman. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball. My name's Tim Bryan, and you're listening to the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
We had absolutely beautiful weather in the Louisville area on Saturday, and there was a whole lot of baseball played. I'm going to go through some of the scores. I know I'm not going to get them all through before the first batter here in the top of the second inning. Out at Bullitt East, it was Bullitt East 12, Collins 10. The Trinity Shamrocks all over North Bullitt by a score of 16-1. South Odom 12, Bryan Station 5. PRP 1-0 over the Mel Bulldogs. It was Doss 5-1, the victor over Thomas Nelson. And stick with me, folks. I have another page and a half of scores from this weekend. This is Luke Price, the first baseman. Out of play. As the game goes on, as the teams at the top begin to look toward the postseason, the teams at the bottom tend to look toward next season. But we'll talk a little bit about the upcoming district and regional tournament and the state tournament. The pairings are actually out for that, and I'll give you an idea where the 6th and 7th region representatives will go and what days they'll play. Times aren't set yet, but I'll be able to give you at least the day and their region opponent. 2-1 is the count. Let's make that 2-2. And I've noticed this pretty much through the pitchers that I've been able to witness pitching for St. Xavier. They don't dilly-dally. I don't know if this that comes from Greg Shearer, the pitching coach, or all these pitchers are just dialed in. But, you know, they toe the rubber, they get their sign, and they're ready to go, and there's not a whole lot of shenanigans between pitches. Full count. Here's the pitch from Sam Mudd, a fastball nicely located. It's going to take a high hop, but Chase Collins is right there. That's going to be scored as 3 unassisted for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 8, Lucas Felty.
The junior right fielder, Lucas Felty, steps in. And Sam coming way over the top. A definite downward plane on his fastball. Changing speeds well. Fouled off. The count's going to remain 0-1. Fastball a little bit low. If you like what we do here at LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com, you can follow us on Twitter. We are at LOUHSBBALL, and I picked up a follower right before the broadcast started. That ball is ripped through the 6-hole. A 1-out single for Felty. And I believe it has to be a relative of Cameron Sheeler. It's Cal Sheeler. And I believe he played baseball at Bellarmine at the same time that my son was playing baseball for St. Joe's, because I can remember many a game going over to Bellarmine and hearing his name called hit after hit after hit. He was one doggone good hitter. Short lead at first. Mudset checks the runner. It's a bunt, and it's pushed toward third base. They're going to throw behind the runner, but he's back in safely. So we'll call it a sack bunt. That bunt had an awful lot of air underneath of it. But Ryan Davis not able to charge to make the grab and double up Felty off of first base. So Felty moves into second. That is out number 2. And with 2 down, it's going to bring up the left fielder, Hilton Ballman. Ballman is the one of 2 seniors in the lineup, Aaron Blake, the number 2 batter, being the other.
LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 5, Hilton Bauman.
All right, the left fielder, Hilton Bauman, is indeed the batter now. I believe that a different batter had initially stepped into the box, but a pitch was not thrown. Now the Centurions, they have 3 games remaining, all on the road. They play North Bullitt tomorrow. And then on Thursday they play Lexington Christian, and then on Saturday they'll finish out their season against DuPont Manual. So 3 games remaining for Christian Academy. This, however, is the last regular season game for the Tigers. Nice pitch. Mudd pounding the lower part of the strike zone right at the knees. 2-1 is the count with 2 outs. Just off the plate. 3-1 is now the count. Tell you what, I'll just go ahead and keep it here during the break, and then we'll be able to get through the rest of the scores from Saturday. Inning started off quietly enough. It was a 2-hopper off the bat of Luke Price to Chase Collins, and then it was a 1-out single, a stolen base for Lucas Felty, and well, actually it wasn't a stolen base. On the sac fly, he was moved over to second base. Not a sac fly, a sac bunt. Sac bunt off the bat of Robert Lehman.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11.
Well, each pitcher has given up a free pass. 2 on and 2 out. And that's going to bring up the center fielder, Matt DeRittiger. Shows bunt, pulls it back. One ball, no strike. Fastball low and off the mark. 2-0. Two out, 2 men on. Mudd said, here's the pitch, fastball, pounds him inside, 2-1. Layout here at St. Xavier, it's 330 down the lines, 375 in the power alleys, 400 straightaway center field. That is hooking to the right fielder. Tanner Brown, and that's going to be out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base after an inning and a half of play. The score remains the Tigers 1 and the Centurions 0. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. All right, well, we're going to go with some more of the scores from Saturday. It was Holy Cross 9, Wagner 3. Shelby County all over the Southern Trojans by a score of 16-1. It was Moore 6 and Boone County 3. Bullitt East over the currently the number 1 ranked team in the True Rank Top 25 over Trinity by a score of 5-4. It was DuPont Manual 11, Fairdale 4. Warren East over the Male Bulldogs 9-4. Valley losing to Casey County by a score of 10-3. South Oldham besting East Jessamine by a score of 13-4. And it was Madison Central 5, Ballard 4. And I told you there was a lot of games this weekend. Edmonson County 6, Valley 4. North Bullitt 11, Collins 4. Christian Academy of Louisville lost to Holy Cross by a score of 3-2. PRP 4, Warren East 2. Eastern 3, Beechwood 4. It was Butler, the Butler Bears 13, Sayre 2. Paul Lawrence Dunbar over the Ballard Bruins by a score of 9-7. And our last score that I have from this weekend, it was Eastern 5, Tates Creek 4. All right, standing in for the Tigers in the bottom half of the second inning is center fielder Stephen Mitchell. Mitchell currently batting .271. Mitchell has 5 doubles. The double leader on the team is Cam Sheeler. And it's a ground ball to the second baseman, Aaron Blake. And Mitchell will return to the dugout.
Now batting, the catcher, number 14, Chase Patton.
Junior Chase Patton is now your hitter. Patton currently sits at .259. Patton has 7 RBIs. And he grounds that one smartly to the second baseman, Aaron Blake. And the official score gives that a hit. So that's the second hit for the Centurions.
Number 21,
And 1 out and a man on for the senior second baseman, Zeke Porta. Porta has 4 doubles, a triple, has struck out 14 times to go with 4 walks. He's been hit twice. And Zeke has 10 RBIs on the season. Runner goes, and they're going to have him picked if they do it properly. And they do. One 3-6 is the putout. Tries to hold up. Not able to. Zeke standing at the plate in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Has some work to do. And that one is fisted to the second baseman. Has some strange spin on it, but Blake able to come up with it for the third out. A quick inning. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, and nobody left on base. After 2 complete innings of play, the score remains the Christian Academy of Louisville Centurions 0 and the St. Xavier Tigers 1. Just wanted to mention that if you find yourself coming to the ball game late and you know it's a broadcast that's going to be on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network, you can pick it up on your iPhone, iPad, iPod, BlackBerry, or Android device, and immediately following the, well, almost immediately following the game, I have to get home and change the media type. But these games are archived, and you can come back shortly after the game if you want to watch it after you come home. If you happen to play, or if you want to sit down with your family and check out a really good performance that you may have had. Top of the third inning. Top of the third inning here from Mueller Field at St. Xavier High School. It's the visiting Centurions of Christian Academy and the home team St. Xavier Tigers. 1-0 ball game. Tigers able to put up one run in the bottom of the first inning. The Centurions scoreless through 2. Sam Mudd on the bump for the Tigers, doing a fine job thus far. Our third inning is brought to us by Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. Saucerita serves up all your fresh Mexican favorites: burritos, nachos, tacos, salads, and Mexican pizzas. 2 locations in the Louisville area, one in St. Matthews and one in Middletown. And keep them in mind for your upcoming graduation party, because they do cater. Their Fiesta hotline, which is their catering hotline, is 356-9468. That is Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. That number again, 356-9468. Saucerita's, serving all your fresh Mexican favorites.
Leading off for the Centurions, the designated hitter, number 21.
And leading off for the Centurions in the the top half of the third inning is designated hitter freshman Trey Sutherland. And one of the neat things about the True Rank Top 25, it's not just a ranking, it also gives you a lot of other information there, too, as far as strength of schedule goes. Fisted, the ball is in the air. Coming in is Zeke Porta at second to record the first out in the top of the third inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
That's going to roll the Centurion lineup over and bring up Casey Brown. Casey started the game off with a line drive dart right back to Sam Mudd. Sam able to get his glove up in time to make the grab. The team that has the toughest strength of schedule, according to the True Rank Top 25, or the True Rank ranking system. Nice curveball right there, is Lexington Tate's Creek. They have the toughest schedule. The next toughest schedule is Lafayette, and then in at 3 is the St. Xavier Tigers. They have the third toughest strength of schedule. At 4 is Lexington Catholic. At 5 is Louisville Male. 6 is Scott County. 7 was Madison Central. 8 is Louisville Ballard. 9 was Paul Lawrence Dunbar. And 10 was Lexington Henry Clay. Now, for some of those teams, having the tough strength of schedule that they had really paid off. However, for Henry Clay, they're currently sitting at number 46 with the True Rank ranking. But that's not to say that that hasn't prepared them for the postseason. They're currently sitting at 18-10. 3-1 is the count to Casey Brown. A gorgeous night to be at the ballpark. 84 degrees and clear, just a slight breeze. And that's a 1-out walk the first free pass issued by Sam Mudd.
Aaron Blake.
And with one out and one man on, that'll bring up the second baseman, number 14, senior Aaron Blake. Aaron grounded out to Chris Usselman at shortstop his first time up. And both teams have shown they're not afraid to run. A slow roller to Usselman. He has to charge it and get rid of the ball quickly over to first.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
That is out number 2 in the top of the third. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Jacob Dupes. Dupes lined to center field back in the first inning. And like I said, I don't think their record, if you're just looking at wins and losses, does the Centurions well because of all the close ball games that they lost. And I gave you guys those in the very beginning in my lead-in, but I'll go over that again. 6 of the 9 losses that they have had has been by just a single run. They have 1-run losses to Mail. They lost 2-1. Collins 3-2. They lost to Ballard 3-2. They lost to Bullitt East 3-2 in 8 innings. They lost to Trinity 3-2 in 9 innings, and they lost to Holy Cross 3-2. And for a young team, it's going to be a character builder because they're going to have a lot of these guys back, for the next several years. So they're going to get better, but they have had a lot of hard luck losses this season, and that is why they are currently sitting at a record of 10-16. Third inning looks like this. It was a pop out to Port off the bat of Trey Sutherland, the number 9 batter for the Centurions, and it was a walk given up to Casey Brown, and then a ground out of Aaron Blake. And then this is a slow roller to third. It's going to take a nice play, and it does, man. Ryan Davis comes in, fields the ball, and throws a BB across the diamond. We're going to score that 5-3 for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. The Centurions have stranded 3 runners through 3 innings. After 2.5 innings of play, the score remains the Tigers 1 and the Centurions looking to get on the scoreboard. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Are you looking for a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience? Then look to Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. 2 locations, one in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane right behind the McDonald's and the Woodlawn Center. In Middletown, 12915 Shelbyville Road in front of the Walmart Target. Stop by today and try one of their 3 saucy burritos, the Quesarito, Rancherito, or Tomarito, and keep them in mind for your upcoming derby or graduation party because they do cater. Contact their Fiesta hotline. That is 356-9468, or you can contact Dave Spelker directly at 387-0929. Saucerita's Fresh Cantina.
Leading off the Tigers portion of the third inning is first baseman senior Chase Collins. Collins looks at that first pitch, a strike from the lefty Johnny Allen. The 1-1 inside and off the mark. That's going to make it 2-1. And this is normally the part of the broadcast where I give you the upcoming broadcasts that are going to be on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. But as the high school baseball season always does, it seems it takes forever to get here, but then it's over in the blink of an eye. Only one broadcast remaining, and that's going to be on Wednesday. Going to be at Bill Edwards Field over at Mel High School, as the Mel Bulldogs are going to be hosting the South Oldham Dragons. That's a 6 p.m. start time.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 12, Sam Hedges.
And that's a leadoff walk to the number 9 batter to roll the lineup over and get yourself to the number 1 batter, Sam Hedges, left fielder, senior left fielder. Sam flew out, or popped out to center field back in the first. Still trying to bring that pitch to the for the right-handed batter, the inside corner of the plate. For the left-hand corner, for the left-handed batter, the outside corner of the plate. Count even at 1. And with the look of Chase Collins over at first base, I don't believe he is going to be residing there much longer. Allen is set. Here's the pitch. In the air. It's going to stay in play, I believe. Oh, not able to make the play is Luke Price. And life remaining for Sam Hedges. Yeah, the Tigers have won the last 3 contests with Christian Academy. You have to go back to 2014 to get a victory by the Centurions. In 2014, it was Cal 9, St. Xavier 3. And then in 2012, they also had a 5-4 win over St. X. That ball in the air again, drifting over, is the second baseman, Aaron Blake. The ball stays in the infield. It's going to be a pop to 4 for out number 1, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Tanner Brown. Brown is responsible for the only run scored in this ball game. Reached after getting hit, made it to second on a pass ball, and then an RBI off the bat of Chris Esselman. A nice hit and run to score the first Tiger run, and the runner goes, and he almost being the pitcher on the way through. Stolen base for Collins. Brown, a very good contact hitter. Only 5 strikeouts on the season to go with 4 walks. You don't want to go to the well too many times, but there may be some hit and run going on here. $11 RBIs for Brown. Shouldn't be long before we start to have some scores trickling in from the earlier games today. Well, an inning or so ago, I mentioned that Coach Porta has 2 state championships under his belt in 2016 and 2014. You might be wondering who some of the other recent title winners are, and we'll go over those. Throwing behind the runner, but back in safely. 2015, West Jessamine won, and then I'd also mention that in 2013, Pleasure Ridge Park, they won the last of their 5 titles. And again, I'll mention they three-peated in 94, 95, and 96. That's quite a feat in any sport. 2012, the winner was Woodford County, as Tanner Brown draws a walk, the second walk given up by Allen this inning. That's going to put Collins at second, Tanner Brown at first for arguably the best hitter on the team, Cam Sheeler. Sheeler struck out looking his first time up on a pitch that I will give it to him. It looked like it was a marginal pitch, but rung up nonetheless. 2011, it was Central Hardin. 2010, it was Harrison County. Mac Whitaker bringing home another state championship to Cynthiana. 2009, it was Lexington Christian, and then in 2008, it was Pleasure Ridge Park. Two men on, one out. Runner breaks from second, and then with the catcher not being able to make the exchange, Brown still second. So Collins reached on a free pass to start the inning off, stowed second, now stowed third. Runners at second and third with one out, and they're going to do the intentional walk thing and put Cam Sheeler, which is probably a wise move, on first base. Bases jacked and one out for shortstop Chris Usselman. And a quick meeting by the Centurion defense to see how they're going to play this. All right, first and third are pinched in. Middle infield, double play depth. Outfield playing about where they've been playing most of the game, straight away. And a nice slow breaking pitch into Usselman, strike one. I'm not sure which crowd's getting unruly. Pitch is hit a mile in the air, but out of play. And that's the biggest response that I've heard in a long time on a foul ball. "0-2 is the count to Usselman. Bases loaded, here's the pitch, and it is a line shot. It was telling toward the third base side of the shortstop, but he was able to keep it in his glove. And it seems like this is something I say just about every game. What a fickle game baseball is. You hit a ball like that and you come back to the dugout with nothing to show for it. That's a line out to six for the second out. The bases remain loaded for third baseman Ryan Davis. Davis popped out to the first baseman Luke Price, his first time up. Out of the strike zone, 2-1. The Tigers will take another run any way they can get it. All right, everybody back to playing their normal depth. Infield back, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. A chest-high fastball. Cannot catch up to it. Strike two. Does he hold up? Yes, he does. And umpire was signaling that it was a foul tip that the catcher hung on to.
There were no runs on no base hits.
So strikeout number 2 for Allen.
And 3 runners left on base.
Give me just a second to tally this all up for you. No runs off no hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. After 3 complete innings of play, the score remains the Tigers 1 and the Centurions nothing. Full slate of games today. And like I said, some of these scores are going to come trickling in here pretty soon. These are the early games, the 5 o'clock games. It was Valley at Atherton, South Oldham at Butler, North Bullitt at Central Hardin. Male is playing DeSales. Whitfield Academy at Eastern. Kentucky Country Day at Holy Cross. Bethlehem is at North Bullitt. Lexington Tates Creek is at Paul Dunbar. That'll be a good one. Moore is at Shelby County, and Central is at Wagner. Those are the games in the 6th, 7th, and 8th regions today. All the way, already in the 4th inning, our game started. I believe it was about 7:25, about 10 minutes late. So we're keeping a pretty good pace with this one.
Leading off for the Centurions, the first baseman, number 19, Luke Price.
Luke Price, the first baseman. First batter to the plate in the top of the 4th inning for the Centurions. That's popped up. Catcher says he has it, and he does. Chase Patton corrals that one.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 8, Lucas Felty.
And with 1 out, that'll bring up Lucas Felty, the right fielder, the junior right fielder. Singled his first time up. Got to second base on the sac bunt, but was able to get no further. A healthy cut, but comes up empty, 0-1. And I missed the pitching substitution. Now pitching is Matthew Logston, replacing Sam Mudd. And a strikeout of Felty.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 7,
for the second out.
Raymond.
And that'll bring up the sophomore third baseman, Robert Lehman.
There were no errors and no runners left on base. The score at the end of 3.5 innings is St. X 1, Christian Academy nothing.
All right, folks, I apologize for that. For some reason, my stream hung up there just for a moment, and I will go ahead and give you a recap of that inning since you weren't able to see what was going on. All right, the Centurions sent 3 batters to the plate. Started off with Luke Price. Price popped up to the catcher, Chase Patton, and then Lucas Felty came to the plate. He struck out, and to end the inning off, it was third baseman Robert Lehman came to the plate, grounded out to Chris Esselman on a very nice play at shortstop. So a 1-2-3, top of the 4th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. For the Tigers in the bottom half of the 4th inning, you'll see Stephen Mitchell, Chase Patton, and Zeke Porta. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Are you looking for a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience? Then look to Salsarita's Fresh Cantina. 2 locations, one in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane right behind the McDonald's and the Woodlawn Center. In Middletown, 12915 Shelbyville Road in front of the Walmart Target. Stop by today and try one of their 3 saucy burritos, the quesarito, rancherito, or tamarito, and keep them in mind for your upcoming derby or graduation party because they do cater.
Stephen Mitchell leads off the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Tigers. A 1-hopper to Lehman at third, and he makes the throw over to Luke Price. That is 1 up and 1 down for the Centurions, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Chase Patton.
Number 14, Chase Patton.
Patton singled back in the 2nd, but then was picked off base just a little bit too I don't want to say greedy, but got a little bit too early of a jump and ended up going down in a 1-3-6 play that ended up having him out at second base. That is the first time that has ever happened. I actually bought some new equipment to start off the season with, and I've been telling everyone how well everything has been working, but I'm not sure what happened there. Just got this score in. It's Spencer County 5, Bullitt Central 4 in 8 innings. And Allen with his 3rd strikeout, sending Patton back to the dugout. And with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning, now stepping in is the Tigers' second baseman, senior Zeke Porta. Porta grounded out to second base his first time up. That ball is hit in foul ground, making it interesting as Luke Price. That'll go a pop out to 3, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 4 complete innings of play, the score remains the Tigers 1 and the Centurions nothing. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network, and we're just going to stay right here during this break. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the most recent D1 baseball top 25. I just printed this baby out right before I left the house. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hasn't changed, and it hasn't changed in a few weeks. Number 1 is Oregon State, followed by the University of Louisville Cardinals. North Carolina is at 3, Texas Tech is at 4, Florida is at 5, University of Kentucky is at 6. They're up three spots from last week. They were at 9. TCU Horned Frogs are at 7, Mississippi State 8, followed by Long Beach, LSU, Stanford, Virginia, Clemson, Cal State, Fullerton, Southern Miss, Michigan, Arkansas, Arizona, Wake Forest, and at 20 is St. John's, and the remaining 5, Oklahoma, Missouri State, Nebraska, Texas A&M, and Old Dominion. That is the most recent D1 top 25. And I did see today the pairings for the NCAA Division II baseball tournament came out today, and I did see where Bellarmine is, I think they got a 5 seed in the Midwest, and also St. Joseph College in in Rensselaer, Indiana. That's the school that my son played his college ball at. They got an at-large bid. They had a really good season. I think they ended up 34-18 or something like that. But they got an at-large bid. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last season for St. Joe's College, a institution that had been around since the late 1800s. For whatever reason, they're going to be closing their doors. Well, actually, once this class graduates, they'll be closing their doors.
Leading off with the Centurions, the left fielder, number 5, Hilton Bauman.
Stepping in is the senior right fielder for the Centurions, Hilton Bauman. He got hit his first time up. Looks like it's the Central Yellow Jackets over Wagner by a score of 7-5. And way down from the side with the new pitcher, the new not the new Centurion pitcher, but the new St. Xavier pitcher. Chase Collins. Collins peppering the outer portion of the plate. Count now even 2 balls and 2 strikes. All right. Out of play and some defensive changes. Going from third to first is Ryan Davis, and going from his DH spot to third base is Cam Sheeler. Ground ball to third, gobbled up.
Now batting,
Third to first for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. And with 1 down, that brings up the sophomore center fielder, Matt DeRittiger. This gentleman on the mound, although he was not a left-handed thrower, he was a right-handed pitcher at Bellarmine a few years back. Now he's the head coach of the Moore Mustangs, and his name escapes me. Justin Strohmeyer went to Trinity High School and then pitched, took on the closer role for Bellarmine, and had a couple really good years with the Knights. 2-1. Swing and a miss. That's going to take the count full. DeRittiger, a hard hit ground ball to Esselman. Wow, he can get down the line. Made that a close play. Short to first for out number 2. And that'll bring up the number 9 batter, the designated hitter, Trey Sutherland. Sutherland popped out to Zeke Porta back in the 3rd inning. Several of these Tiger players have already signed to continue playing baseball in college. Connor Holden will be playing at Murray State University. Sam Hedges at NKU, that's Northern Kentucky University. Sam Mudd, University of Southern Indiana. Chris Usselman, Center College. Zeke Porta will be playing at Hanover College, and Sam Wilson will be continuing his baseball at Earlham College. 2-0 is the count. Wow, that's a tough pitch. 2-1. Drops down to the side, a sidearm delivery. Nice movement on the pitch. Another nice play by the number 6 position player, Chris Usselman. 6-3 for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. A quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 5th. That'll take us to the bottom of the 5th, and it'll be 9-1-2 for the Tigers when we come back. Collins, Hedges, and Brown. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
What Hall of Famer hit a home run?
Parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented athlete-customized high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments. That dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com.
Leading off for your Sanet Tigers, your pitcher, number 8, Shane Collins.
Welcome back to Mueller Field, bottom half of the 5th inning. Standing in for the Tigers is the current pitcher, Chase Collins. Collins walked, stole 2 bases, got as far as third base, unable to score in the third. So far, Johnny Allen has gone the distance for the Centurions, has 3 walks, one of them was intentional, has 3 strikeouts, has hit 1 batter, has scattered 2 hits. A nice performance, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for Cal. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for St. X. A well-played game so far tonight. And another walk to Collins.
The left fielder, number 12, Sam Hedges.
That's the 4th walk given up by Johnny Allen. But that takes us to the top of the Tiger order and Sam Hedges. Hedges 0 for 2, looking for his first base hit, a couple pop-outs. The first time to center field, the second time to second base. Bottom of the 5th and a little over an hour and 5 minutes in this game. A huge lead. Collins already has 2 stolen bases on the night. That gives him, wow, he only had 1 stolen base before the game started. That gives him 3 for the season. Head first slide back into first base easily. Big lead, looks pretty loose over at first. Allen takes a long stare at him, comes home, and another quick throw down to first. Actually, another throw down to first, not that quick. Looks like the district play is going to begin on May the 21st. It's a whole week long. It's the May 21st through May the 27th. Runner goes, and it's going to be put out of play. The 6th region, which consists of District 21, 22, 23, and 24, the 21st district is going to be hosted at Holy Cross. 22nd district will be hosted at DeSales. 23rd district will be at Bullitt Central, and then the 24th district will be at Bullitt East. In the 21st district, it's Beth Haven, Fairdale, Holy Cross, PRP, and Valley. The runner goes again, but it's going to be ball 4. Back-to-back walks here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. A walk to Collins, a walk to Hedges. And that's going to bring Tanner Brown to the plate with runners at 1st and 2nd. And there's going to be a meeting at the mound, and that'll give me an opportunity to go through some more of these district matchups. District 22, that consists of Butler, DeSales, Doss, Iroquois, and Western. District 23, that is Bullitt Central, Evangel Christian, Moore, North Bullitt, and Southern. And District 24, that is Bullitt East, Fern Creek, J-Town, and Whitfield Academy. Region 7, that is District 25, 26, 27, and 28. District 25 is Central, Manual, Portland Christian, and Shawnee. Manual will be hosting that. District 2, it's just a 2-team district. That's the one that St. Xavier is in. It's Mel and St. Xavier, and that game will be played here at St. Xavier. District 27 is Atherton, Seneca, Trinity, Wagner, and Atherton is hosting that. And then District 28 is Ballard, Christian Academy, Eastern, and KCD, and KCD will be hosting that district. All right, they elect to stay with Allen. 2 men on, nobody out. Tanner Brown, the batter. Brown has 2 at-bats, but no official plate appearance. He's been plunked and walked. Regional play is the week after that, from May the 28th through March the 3rd. And there's a nice bunt down the first base line. Well, he can motor down the line. Brown able to get an infield bunt single. Nicely played, and the old expression, speed kills. Well, it certainly did there. That's going to load the bases up for Cam Sheeler. Sheeler 0 for 1 with a strikeout and an intentional walk. They just went ahead and put him on back in the 3rd with runners on second and third with first base open. As normally happens, the 6th and 7th regional tournaments will be played at Jim Patterson Field. And Sheeler steps out to regain his thoughts, steps back in, takes a couple practice swings. A big pivotal point in this ball game. 1-0 is the score in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Tigers put that one up in the bottom of the 1st inning. Man, that ball's crushed foul. He was just absolutely all over that pitch. The Tigers able to put up 1 run in the bottom of the 1st, and since then it's been donuts the rest of the way for both teams. Nice breaking pitch right there. Then the state tournament's going to be in Lexington again. And they do that, they started that a couple years ago. They do it over 2 weekends. The first weekend will be the first week will be the week of June the 4th, and then the second week will be the following week, the week of June 11th. And then everything will come to a head on the 17th. Oh, man. If he would have straightened that ball out, it would have made it over the trees out there in left center field. That ball was hit a ton. A couple weeks ago, the 2017 Whitaker Bank KHSAA State Baseball Tournament bracket was released. And I'll let you know where the 6th and 7th region will be playing. Able to stay alive there. The 7th region will be playing Region 1. That's going to be on Friday, June the 9th. And the Region 6 winner will be playing Region 4. And that will also be played. Both of those are bottom bracket games, and they'll be played on Friday. And I hate it when both the Louisville teams get in the same bracket. But they do a blind draw. Sheeler goes out of the strike zone. That's his 2nd strikeout tonight. The 4th strikeout for Allen. And a big strikeout, the first out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bases loaded with Tigers. Collins at 3rd, Hedges at 2nd. Brown at 1st, and this is Chris Esselman, a ground ball to 2nd. They're going to flip to short, go to 1st, not going to be in time. Brown is going to be out for out number 2 on the fielder's choice. Esselman is going to be at first base, but the run does score, his 2nd RBI of the game. He played Chase Collins. And now there's runners on the corners with 2 outs for Ryan Davis. Davis started the game out at 3rd base. He moved over to 1st base when Collins came in to pitch. Wow, right on that pitch, fouled straight back. The actual dates of the regional tournament are the 8th, 9th, and 10th, and then the 16th and 17th, with the championship game tentatively scheduled for Saturday, June the 17th at 1:30. All right. Here's the 0-2. Allen trying to get out of this jam that he's in. That was a pitcher's pitch right there, and Davis able to lay off of it. 1-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 ball game. Runner goes. Davis checks a swing. Esselman will get credit with his 2nd stolen base of the night. That's going to put Chris up to 5 stolen bases. Healthy cut, but out of play. Count to Davis is going to remain at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is strikeout number 5 for Johnny Allen. He found himself in a pickle and was able to pretty much pitch his way out of it. He did give up 1 run. However, it could have been a lot more runs than that. 1 run off 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Through 5 innings of play, the Tigers have stranded 6 base runners. When we come back, it'll be the top of the 6th inning, And we will see the top of the order for the Centurions: Casey Brown, Aaron Blake, and Jacob Dupes. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball. I'm Tim Bryan, and this is the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network, part of LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com.
Optimus International is an association of more than 2,900 Optimus clubs around the world dedicated to bringing out the best in kids. Every year, Optimus conducts 65,000 service projects and serve well over 6 million young people. To find out more about the work of Optimus clubs and how you can support their mission and vision, visit optimus.org. This message provided by the Heights Point Optimus Club, serving their community for over 50 years.
All right, the fourth Tiger pitcher of the night, and Connor Holden. Sam Mudd started the game off, went 3 innings, and gave up 1 hit, walked 1, hit 1 batter. Matthew Loxton came in, pitched 1 inning, struck out 1. Chase Collins came in, pitched 1 inning, allowed no hits, and this is senior Connor Holden. Holden with 25 1/3 innings to his credit. He struck out 36, walked 8, has a 4.9 ERA, and a record of 3-2. Top of the order for the Centurions and Casey Brown. Top of the 6th inning. An hour and 20 into our game. Temperatures dropped a few degrees, currently at 81. We started the game off at about 84. But this is one of the days when I just love coming to the ballpark with this kind of weather. No place I'd rather be. A strike at the knees. 2-2. In on his hands. Just able to muscle that pitch out of play. Count even at 2. Final Shelby County 8, Moore 6, and that's out of play in foul ground.
Now batting.
And that was Ryan Davis with the catch.
Aaron Blake.
Aaron Blake, the batter. And a little nubber was going down the first base line. I'm not sure. I was actually looking down to my scorebook. I don't know if it was a full swing or if he bunted it, but a little nubber down the first base line. Put out goes 2-3 for out number 2. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Jacob Dupes. Dupes also 0 for 2. Holy cow. Hit the bull. Behind the batter was that offering, but like I said, Jacob Dupes 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. Nice pitch. Count even at 1. Must be a little bit low because it's right over the heart of the plate. If you're joining us late, you've missed a good one. This is the fourth pitcher of the night for the Tigers. The young man for the Centurions, Johnny Allen, has worked 5 innings, struck out 5, walked 5. One of them was intentional, hit 1 batter, but has only allowed 3 hits. Oh, trying to make a slide stop to pick the ball up so it have better footing to fire across the diamond, but it kind of scoots away. And that is a 2-out single for Jacob Dukes.
The first baseman, number 19, Luke Price.
Dupes is at first with 2 outs. And stepping in is the left-handed hitting first baseman Luke Price. Price 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. Out of play. And a friend of mine that does the kind of the voice of the Centurions, Mike Patello, I was kind of wondering why he hadn't been doing any baseball games this season, but I believe the JV game that was playing previous to this one, I believe he's on the coaching staff, so that might explain his time probably pretty limited. But I've listened to many a football broadcast and basketball broadcasts that Mike Patello has done. He has streamed those through Livesportscaster, as many schools in the Louisville area do. One-two. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
For the Centurions in the top of the 6th. There were no runs on.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. The Centurions have stranded 4 base runners through 6 innings of play. When we come back, it'll be the bottom half of the 6th inning, and the Tigers will send to the plate Stephen Mitchell, Chase Patton, and Zeke Porta. We'll be right back. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network, part of LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com.
International is an association of more than 2,900 Optimus clubs around the world dedicated to bringing out the best in kids. Every year, Optimus conducts 65,000 service projects and serve well over 6 million young people. To find out more about the work of Optimus clubs and how you can support their mission and vision, visit optimus.org. This message provided by the Heights Point Optimus Club, serving their community for over 50 years.
This is Tim Bryan coming to you live from Mueller Field on the campus of St. Xavier High School, and these innings are going so fast I'm not getting all my sponsors in. 6th inning action is brought to us by LaborWorks. LaborWorks customer lists include some of the biggest names in the business, from small and mid-sized businesses to Fortune 500 companies. LaborWorks can provide you with the labor you need. Although they specialize in industrial temporary labor, they service a broad spectrum of industries. In Louisville at 636-3444, or you can catch these guys online at laborworksusa.com. LaborWorks, quality industrial temporaries. Bottom of the 6th inning as promised. This is Stephen Mitchell, and he hits the ball a ton in the air to center field. DeRittiger with the putout.
The catcher, number 14, Chase Patton.
Chase Patton steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the night, a single and a strikeout. And it's a tell of a pitching staff versus a pitcher so far, and both with really good results, although the Tigers have gotten a little bit more run support for their pitchers than the Centurions. Right back at me. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Christian Academy. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the St. Xavier Tigers. And it looks like that Johnny Allen may be getting tired. A little bit more effort being required on his part on these pitches now.
Pinch running for the courtesy running for the catcher, number 4, Trey Sweeney, and now batting his second baseman, number 21,
And that is the 6th strikeout. 6th strikeout. The 6th walk given up by Allen, and it's going to bring up Zeke Porta with a man on and 1 out. It's really kind of impressive that Allen has given up 6 walks, but only has 2 runs against him at this point. 5 strikeouts to go with 6 walks. 1 hit batter. By the time I get to this point in the broadcast, I have papers all over the place. As I thought, Allen is a senior. The base runner goes. The ball finds its way all the way into center field. All right, so they're going to call it batter's interference, and Patton is going to go back to first base. Calling him out too.
Now batting the pinch hitter, number 16, Ryan Hamilton.
And Porta is called out for batter's interference for out number 2. And with 2 down, we have a pinch hitter, Ryan Hamilton. Hamilton with limited at-bats. 23 at-bats on the season, has 6 hits, no extra base hits. Has struck out 3 times, walked once. He's been hit 3 times. Has 5 RBIs and has scored himself 7 times. Hamilton with an even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 is the count. The catcher setting up outside, the pitch way outside. 2-2. Only one broadcast remains for me this season. Will be at Mail on Wednesday, as they'll be taking on the Dragons of South Oldham. And that ball is hit sharply foul. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Patton will retreat to first. Or not Patton. Yep. Courtesy runner Trey Sweeney. All right, a mess of twos on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 6th inning. 2-0 is the score. The runner goes, and that ball is hit past the third baseman. Rounding second and going to third is Sweeney. We're going to have runners on the corners for the top of the order with 2 down.
The left fielder, number 12, Sam Hedges.
Sam Hedges is now the batter. 0 for 2, has a walk and a couple pop outs in the first inning to center field, in the 3rd inning to second base. And this is the way Allen has pretty much pitched this whole ball game. He has flirted with disaster most of the night, sprinkling in walks here and there, but so far he's pretty much able to, he's been able to get off the hook. No one getting loose in the Centurion bullpen. It looks like it's going to be Allen's game. Well, this may be the final curtain for Allen. Nope. It was kind of a curious meeting at the mound, because like I said, there isn't any, I haven't seen anyone throwing in the bullpen unless they were planning on bringing in a position player. I didn't really know where they were going to go with that. Okay, and 104 pitches thrown by Johnny Allen at this point in the game. That is walk number 7. So that loads the bases up with Tigers once again. And it's going to be Tanner Brown to face the lefty Allen. Falling behind once more, 2 balls and no strikes to the Tiger right fielder. Tanner is 1 for 1 with a bunt single, a walk, and an HBP. Looked like the bottom hand came off the bat with that swing. 2-2. Went for a pitch out of the zone. Strikeout number 6 for Allen. He's going to gut this thing out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 men left on base. We've got 6 innings in the books, and the score is the Tigers 2 and the Centurions nothing. We'll be right back for the top of the 7th inning. We'll see Lucas Felty, Robert Lehman, and Hilton Ballman. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Optimus International is an association of more than 2,900 Optimus clubs around the world dedicated to bringing out the best in kids. Every year, Optimus conducts 65,000 service projects and serve well over 6 million young people. To find out more about the work of Optimus clubs and how you can support their mission and vision, visit optimus.org. This message provided by the Heights Point Optimus Club, serving their community for over 50 years.
Fifth pitcher of the night for the Tigers, Evan Burnett, 18 2/3 innings, or 18 1/3 innings to his credit. He has allowed 8 runs, 7 of them have been earned, has a 2.67 ERA. He's given up 14 hits, has allowed 11 walks with 10 strikeouts.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 22, Evan.
And the last time I was over here at St. Xavier against Pleasure Ridge Park, Evan Burnett was the starting pitcher. He was actually the winning pitcher that night, took his record to 4-0. He pitched 3 innings that night, scattered 2 hits, walked 4, didn't have a strikeout, hit 1 batter, gave up 1 run. That run was earned. Felty 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout tonight. Shows bunt again, watches that one catch the plate, count even at 1. Hit well, but out of play. Last regular season game for the Tigers. 3 more games for the Centurions to play. Wow. Comes in with the bender.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 7, Robert Lehman.
Strikeout number 1 for Burnett. Sets the first man down that he sees. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Robert Lehman. 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. 1 to third, 1 to short. In the air, right side. Backpedaling is Davis. Pop out to 3, and the Centurions are down to their last out.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 5, Hilton Bauman.
Hilton Bauman is now the batter. He is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a ground out. Bauman, one of 2 seniors in the Centurion lineup, shows bunt, pulls it back. One. And with that ball being pushed out of play, that brings the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to be the ball game. All right, half inning of play. That half inning of play, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Final score is going to be the Tigers 2 and the Centurions nothing. And like I said in the pregame, the Centurions' woes continue. They're playing good teams and they're playing good teams well, but they're not playing good enough to win. They're losing a lot of close ball games, and it's not that you expect that, but it's perceivable that may happen when you have such a young ball team like they have. But it was a well-played ball game. The winning pitcher is going to be Sam Mudd. Sam runs his record to 3-1 now. Sam started the game, went 3 innings, allowed 1 hit, had 1 walk, and hit 1 batter. The losing pitcher, in a very good effort, is Johnny Allen. Allen pitched 6 innings. He allowed 3 hits, gave up 2 runs. Both of those runs are earned. Allowed 7 walks, with 1 of them being intentional. Had 5 strikeouts and hit 1 batter. Offensively for St. Xavier, it was Chris Esselman with both accounting for both RBIs. Had an RBI single in the first inning, and then he had an RBI in the 5th inning, plating. Let me see, who did he plate? Chase Collins there in the 5th inning. So the final score from Mueller Field here at St. Xavier High School, it's the St. Xavier Tigers 2 and the Christian Academy of Louisville Centurions nothing. Only have one more game, and that's going to be Wednesday night, the last broadcast of the season here at LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com. We'll be at Mel High School for their 6 p.m. Matchup with South Oldham. I'd like to thank our sponsors, LDG Development, Saucerita's UPFC, that's Usselton Painting and Fabrication Company, Livesportscaster.com, and LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com. Final score, the Tigers 2, the Centurions nothing. So long from Mueller Field. My name's Tim Bryan saying goodbye. Make it a great day.